current video here. But yeah. And then I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna open this up. Hello. 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 I have gotten smarter about my little credit thingy up here. And by smarter, I mean I have learned that I'll just send it to this computer so I can copy. Whoopsie. Which one was it? Was it? Where is control on this keyboard? There's no control on the— okay, you know, I thought I was smart, but you know what? There we go. Never mind. I'm smart. I right-clicked. Yay! Sorry, that was a little bit of a roller coaster. Yeah, I smart. I'm not the smartest. The smarterest. I wish I was a smarterest. But I got it. That's what matters. That is indeed what matters. Okay, let me finish writing up this little thing real quick. Yeah, I needed to do some paperwork. That was another reason why I decided to start with videos, is because I did technically have some paperwork to do. So if you notice where I'm like kind of like looking like this, if I look like this, it's just because I am just writing some stuff down. But I think I finished with this one. Nice. Sometimes. Core, have good lurk. Okay. Are you guys ready to resume the Glendale files? Or the Glendale archives, not the files. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's play the video. Yeah, this one only came out 18 hours ago. Or 21 hours ago, by the way. So this is like a fresh video, right off, like hot off the skillet. You know what I mean?
Hello.
Perfect timing.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen anybody out there. But today I have a full day ahead of me. First, I'm heading to the market to pick up—
What was he doing before? I think before he went to his vacation home, right? And then now he's coming back from his childhood vacation home, right? Because he ran into... So he went to that one hotel, and he had a run-in at the hotel with one of the nesters. Like, because we literally saw, like, the blood on his face and the shirt, and, you know, we saw the confrontation, you know, the burial of the Game Boy, of the NES. Rip to the NES, rest in peace. F's in chat.
up ingredients for lunch. I'm making creamy coconut lime soup and a crispy chicken salad today. Feels like the perfect meal for this time of year. Light enough for the warm
That does sound
weather,
like a good
but
meal. It
still
makes me
comforting.
hungry.
Wears the suit of summer, but it's got the heart of fall. After that, I'll be starting work on a new mode of transportation. Everything happening outside has made me appreciate just how much noise matters. So, I need something that can move quickly, quietly, and still offer some level of protection.
Yeah, maybe not a
Finally,
grocery cart.
I'll be spending some time in the communications room, listening for nester calls. Lately, I've been trying to build a catalog of different nester behaviors. Every call I hear gets logged and labeled. If I can learn to recognize their sound, maybe I can start identifying which ones are more dangerous than others. But first, I'm cutting through this graveyard.
Weirdly, you know what? Weirdly smart coming from this guy. He's like, yeah, okay, we're gonna... like, he's gonna start, like, listening to the sounds and actually trying to identify them. That's smart. You'll know what to look out for. Clever.
Just out at the market,
Clever.
we're gonna get some ingredients.
Kill bike. Oh my god. I love that. That's a great name. Sorry if you guys hear paper.
Yeah, nice
Do
try.
a little bit of multitasking. Wait, what?
I think I used to...
Look at that guy. Look at him.
Yeah, nice
Oh,
try.
he's doing his best though. You gotta at least give him an A for effort, okay? Like, pretty clever. And Mecha Million, I don't think I would have looked twice at that, to be honest.
I think I used to come here with my brother and his friends. We'd sneak all the leftover scotch from my family's Thanksgiving party, stuff it in his backpack, and run through the forest as if our parents were chasing after us, but they never even noticed it was missing. We'd all hang here,
At the graveyard?
at the bone pillars,
Oh,
is what we
okay.
call it.
So I'm glad you clarified that for me.
Some other people, I think, would hang over by the mausoleum. Let's check it out.
You guys were an odd group of kids, weren't you? Granted, I never had a graveyard to hang around. I think I probably would have been hanging around a graveyard quite often as a kid, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
If I was actually able to. Oh, do you see a nester? I don't see one.
There.
Where?
Yeah, you really gotta watch out around corners.
Yeah, there he is in the bush. Just chilling there.
Okay, that's Roland's Point. I think that means the forest trail should be right over here. Alright, let's see. So, that's town. Way out there.
Okay.
That's where we're headed. I get this feeling that
Oh,
Mr.
we had a
Whiteout
little
is
audio
out
glitch
somewhere
there.
today. Just don't know where.
Wait, sorry, I was so
Today.
focused on the audio.
Just don't know where.
Oh, he was talking about Mr. Whiteout. Okay.
I want to see what this is.
Yeah, I didn't hear him at first because of the audio glitch. I was so focused on it.
Alright, let's just check this out.
Are you gonna drive it? You should drive it.
I don't know.
There he goes! His little head! Oh, he has a smile! Yeah, you know what? That's fair. I probably would have been the dumbass that drove the car and probably attracted all the fucking nesters. You were a total pussy as a kid. You would never even go close to a graveyard. There's one in your town and you know damn well you never would have hung around there. I would have, just because I was a kid that really wanted to do ghost hunting, but all of the abandoned buildings that was near me were basically like they were basically like, areas for homeless people to kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Squat. They're basically like areas for homeless people to squat. And the thing is especially the area that I grew up, it wasn't like that bad, but most of the time, if you were to go to like an abandoned place that a homeless person is squatting at, that's normally how you got like hurt. You know what I mean? Like the ghosts are one thing. Like ghosts are scary, yeah, they're a little scary, but terrifying, no. People though, people that are trying to defend what like little they have, that is scary. Or people that like don't want you to like see what they're up to, that's scary. People are scary. People are terrifying. Ghosts are scary. That's what I should say. So that was more of my thing. So a graveyard would have been perfect. It's an open outdoor space that like, very easy to like, dip if I really needed to dip. So I probably would have been hanging around graveyards trying to like do ghost hunting. That's the kind of kid that I would have been, you know what I mean? Like, knowing how fascinated I was with the whole ghost hunting aspect, yeah, I definitely would have been there trying to ghost hunt. I would have had my little camera. You guys would have seen, like, a YouTube, like, I probably wouldn't be streaming. I probably would have a YouTube channel where I'm just doing ghost hunting because I got into it that way. But yeah, it would have been a whole, like, life-altered kind of moment right there, to be honest. I'd have been one of the ghost hunting channels, maybe. Either that, or I would have sucked at it.
The soup is one of those recipes that surprisingly simple once you get
Agree,
everything
people are
together.
different, yeah.
Coconut milk, mushrooms, lime, ginger.
Ooh, what are
Few
you
ingredients
making?
that
That's all
somehow turn
good
into
shit.
something much bigger. And the crispy chicken salad with ginger dressing
Ooh,
helps balance it out.
that does
Nice to
sound
spend the day
good.
worrying about lunch rather than survival. I just got
Have you
back
ever
from a
tried the
rough trip, so
sushi at that place, though?
I need a chill day.
Oh, we're having a little bit of a flashback to the last episode. Thai coconut soup and crispy chicken salad. Wait, Thai. Doesn't Thai mean...
Alright, let's start by prepping
Or
our
like chai?
ingredients.
Doesn't
We'll
that
start
mean
with
like
the soup,
tea?
our chicken, and finally our salad dressing. We'll need shallots, garlic,
Okay. Okay.
ginger, lemongrass, mushrooms, brown sugar,
Mushrooms.
coconut oil, red curry paste, fish sauce. Okay, now let's go to our chicken. Let's fillet it, tenderize it,
I'm pretty sure mushrooms you could probably like
couple eggs,
work
sesame
into
oil.
most meals, to be honest. I'm like confident that I feel like cooked and prepared right, mushrooms can fit with almost any meal. Almost any meal. Obviously, there's some meals that mushrooms won't fit in. Like if it's like a more of a dessert type of meal, yeah, mushrooms not gonna really fit with dessert. But if you're doing like something with any type of meat or anything like that, mushrooms and meat go amazing together. Same with cheese. Mushrooms and cheese also go amazing together. Just saying.
Let's dip our chicken. Dip it in some salted flour. Breadcrumbs.
I'm definitely not
Teriyaki
trying to spread the
seasoning.
mushroom
Dip the
propaganda.
chicken.
The mushroom agenda.
And let's move on to our salad dressing. Ginger paste, rice vinegar,
Okay.
soy sauce, honey,
Tasty.
olive oil. Mix that up. We'll also need some coconut milk and some low sodium
This
chicken
is,
stock
like,
for our
an
soup. But I'll show you
interesting
that when we put it
dish.
together.
Okay, now that we have the ingredients prepped, it's time to actually start cooking. So I'm gonna put this on medium.
Okay, is it bad that I kind of want a series where it's just him cooking like this? You know what I mean? Like, it kind of like feels like found footage, kind of like a little creepy, but it's literally just him cooking. I don't know. Is that just me? Am I the only one that would watch that? Cause I don't know what it is, but I think he does pretty good cooking videos so far.
Heat.
I like him.
I'm gonna heat the coconut oil.
I like this style of cooking video.
I'm gonna add the shallots, garlic, ginger, and the lemongrass. And we're gonna saute these for 2 to 3 minutes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He had the dad stance. He has the dad stance. Like the dad stance that they always meme on, where like, it's the dad looking out, like trying to find the tornado that's nearby, and he has like his arms behind his back, and he's just kind of like standing there looking up, like, like where, I wonder where it's at. He has the dad stance. Captain, welcome on in. How you be? We are currently, there's a new video already with Analog Horror that we were watching, the Glendale archives. So I've been like, I decided to hop into that. We just started though. We're only 6 minutes in. He mainly has just kind of done, like, he walked us around a graveyard, and then he took us to a grocery store, and now he's cooking. You're alright? Packing for the holiday tomorrow? Ooh, fuck yeah. I hope you have fun. There was an abandoned graveyard in the woods near where you lived, and you found it pretty cool as a kid? Yeah, I understand why graveyards can be so, like, unnerving to a lot of people, but at the same time, I kind of vibe with graveyards, you know what I mean? I don't know. They don't really seem that scary to me. They, when I'm there during the day, they feel sad. and then at night, it just makes me want to ghost hunt. You know what I mean? It just kind of like makes me want to ghost hunt if I was nearby. But during the day, it's just more of like sad. I don't know. Like, you know, like you have all these people, like you have all these dead bodies like that are near you that are underground that you can't see, and they all had like their own individual lives at one point. And for me, that's just kind of like I don't know if like I'm like kind of thinking too much into it, but it just kind of makes me feel a little sad, you know? You don't do the looking up thing, but you do put your arms behind your back often? Are you a dad? Oh no, Core. Oh no. If you start making too many dad jokes, then we might have to look into something. We might have to look into it. Hello, meows. Does that make, well, it doesn't make you a dad automatically, but it's just more of like, it's memed on as the dad stance, because it's like, you know, dads always do that. They always like walk out in the front yard, and like when there's like bad weather happening, they're like looking around like, yeah, I don't see the tornado. I think we're fine. I don't think we need to move. I don't think we need to evacuate. I think we're fine. I wish you guys could see that I'm putting my, like, you know, hands behind my back, but yeah. Yeah, you're right. I should play the video. I'm getting distracted. I apologize.
Another test for when it's finished is it starts to become very aromatic. I love how spices can
Fucking God. The way he's staring into the bowl, he's having like a, he was like mid existential crisis when he remembered, oh wait, hold up, I'm recording.
Another test for when it's finished is
I mean, you can't really tell too much, like when you fully play it, but
another
in
test
the
for when it's
fade
finished
you
is
can
it starts
see
to
it.
become very aromatic. I love how spices can just come together to create something more powerful than the sum of their parts. Okay, we're gonna add the red curry paste and let it sit for 1 minute.
Curry paste. You know what? I've never
Again,
had
this is
curry.
a great soup for the winter time, but it's also really, really great for summer because it's extremely light,
Never
but
had
it
curry.
also gives you the warmth that you would get from a fall soup. Okay, so we're gonna add the mushrooms
I
now,
wonder if curry's any good.
and we're gonna let them saute for around 2-3 minutes.
It always looks good when I see it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've never had curry. Never ever have curry. Not a single time I can think of. No. I don't know why, but curry to me it seems like a nice fancy dish that I've just never had the luxury of having. But maybe that's just cuz in the area we never really had curry. Neither of you? Yeah. Wait, hold up. Dr. Meow, you both you and Captain, you guys are yeah, you guys aren't in the States. Maybe it's like maybe the States just don't really have curry. You know what? No, I take that back. Like I know that there's curry places in the States. It just seems like a fancy meal. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but for me, I think of curry. It seems fancy. I really want to try it though, because every time I've seen it, it looks really good. You know what I mean? Like every depiction I've seen of it makes it look so good, and I really want to try it. But yeah, I've never had curry. Yeah, curry is like a staple British takeout. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe it's because me and Core are in the States, and that's why. I don't know. I'm gonna end up putting this on YouTube. For any VOD watchers, like on YouTube, like if you're in the States, have you had curry? And if so, is it like am I like kind of blowing it out of proportion? Is it like, you know, is it actually a cheaper meal than I'm making it out to be? Because it seems so fancy. Boat curry is literally one of the nicest fucking things, bro. One day I will have curry. One day, I promise you this, because I really do want to try it. So one day I will try curry. One day.
So Nestra.
If you want curry, you have recommendations. is a non-spicy, sweet, creamy types. Ooh. Wait, hold up. Is it common for curry to be like creamy, or is that just more of like some curries creamy? It's like like a type. Brian, I'm assuming that's another type of curry. Hold up. Let me pull up my notes. let me pull up my notepad. Curry to try. Okay, so we have... Let me grab this one first before it gets carried away by chat. And... Come here. There we go. It's just more food. I mean, true. Oh, yeah, that's fair. But, like, you know... It seems good. I want to try it. Okay, let me save that. Oh, it isn't curry? Okay, let me take that off then. Sorry. I thought it was because we were talking about curry. Okay, let me take that off. Okay. Iron Man likes... What? Why does that sound... Like, why does that read so familiar? What is that? Hold up. Let me look it up over here. What is that? Are they just fucking chicken wraps? Are they just chicken burritos? They just look like grilled chicken. Oh wait, no, there's some steak ones. I think. Those do look good though. Well, some of them have onions. Maybe remove the onions. I don't really like red onions. I don't mind green onions if there's not a whole lot of them. Normally, I like green onions when, like, it's kind of, they're light on green onions, but, I don't like red onions. I do not like red onions. Or the regular onions. Yeah. Book's mind right now is just exploding. It is! It is exploding right now. You know, like invading, spaces, huh? Wait, what are you talking about, invading spaces? We do? Any onion you eat, you prefer diced up into tiny bits? Oh yeah, like if I do green onion, it has to be like tiny bits. But green onion, I notice if it's like there's not a lot of them, I don't mind green onion. But it, like any of the other types of onions, can't do. Oh, okay, it was history. Okay, I see what you mean now. With all the British colonies. Okay. I get what you're laying down. I was just confused at first to talk about food. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what's she talking about? Okay, I am going... Okay, we're gonna save that. Okay, back on topic. Back on the video. Sorry, we got a little distracted. We got distracted with curry.
Out in the back garden. It's a bit of a peak time for nesters to pop out of the forest. Oftentimes I find around noon and then around 5:30, 6.
And he's still casually cooking with the
emerging.
lights on and everything.
So it's a good time to be inside making lunch or dinner. I'm not a huge mushroom guy, but in this soup, they're delicious. It's really great. Once you saute them and all the different spices, really changed my mind about mushrooms. All right, that's perfect.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, guys. Sometimes you just need to, like, actually prepare the mushroom. Because if you're just eating, like, raw mushrooms, they're not gonna taste that great. You know what I mean? You definitely gotta, like, cook it into something with some seasoning. Garlic's always a good seasoning, like some garlic and butter. Great for mushrooms if you just, you know, want something basic. But, like, you could do basically any kind of seasoning with mushrooms. They're very absorbent, you know what I mean? Mushrooms are very, very absorbent. It's like tofu, but it tastes a little bit better than tofu and has a bit more texture to it.
We need 3 cups of reduced sodium chicken stock.
That's quite a bit of chicken stock. Dude, just pour the rest of it.
A little extra's okay. Now we're gonna add our
a little extra? Yeah, only a little extra. Definitely wasn't spilling over the container or anything, yeah. Oh my god,
yeah.
it's looking good though.
There's that color. Super creamy,
so
rich with
good.
flavor.
I want to try.
Now we're gonna add our brown sugar.
Can you like take a little spoon? Yeah, that brown sugar not want to come out, is it?
It's a little humid today. There we go. Fish sauce. And our lime juice.
Oh, there's a nester nearby. The audio's glitching. I'm really curious about this. Can I have a taste? Taste?
Oh.
Please? Give me? Give me? Give me? Give me?
That is incredible. I cannot believe how these flavors just come together. I don't even feel like I'm capable of making something this good. But every time I follow the recipe.
Oh my god. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna look at chat real quick. That just looks too good. I need to distract myself a moment. Yet it took the help of 2 other empires just to beat us. Well, you guys were pretty massive back then. I was gonna say tofu. Tofu doesn't taste good. Yeah, tofu is like, I feel like if you want something to substitute meat, a lot of people recommend tofu, and I'm like, yeah, technically good substitute, but so are mushrooms. You know what I mean? So are mushrooms, because mushrooms are similar to tofu, they just are better. It's like a better tofu, you know what I mean? They're very absorbent. They like really absorb flavors very well. And they actually have like some like, you know, like texture to them. Where tofu, if you overcook it too much, it gets too soft, too mushy. Not great, not great. Oh, beans, that is true. Beans, yeah, beans are actually... As much as I don't like beans for myself, I do have to agree. Beans are a great meat substitute as well, if you're looking for meat substitutes. Yeah, beans are great. They're really good for you. Love you black beans. Black beans are especially good. I think black beans are one of the best, aren't they? Or are they or is that the whatchamacallit beans? Starts with like a P. Pico beans? No, not pico. I don't know. Pause face is on board. I just looked over. He looks so offended I chose to pause right now. Yeah, I'm getting food baited too. Boke, you don't... Well, that's what I was saying though, is... I started the sentence saying, well, I don't like beans for myself, but I will have to admit that beans is a good meat substitute. And in terms of, like, how, like, good they are for you, that's what I was talking about. It's like how good they are for you. Because beans have a lot of good stuff for you. Well, not a lot of good stuff. Maybe not as much as mushrooms, but they definitely have quite a bit of good stuff for you. But yeah, I for myself, I don't like any type of bean. I don't really care for beans. For me, it's a mixture of texture and sometimes taste, but it's mostly texture. Most beans, they have like a very, I don't know, there's something... It almost reminds me of peas. Like the texture, like some of the textures are very similar to peas, just a little bit bigger. Maybe not peas. I don't know, maybe it is peas. I don't know. We should get back to the video. I'm getting off topic again. I know, right? Like, he's so disgusted with me. We need to get back to this.
I do it. Now, this is perfect. You can add salt to taste. That's where you kind of get to be creative. But honestly, if I just stick to the recipe, it always comes out perfect. I'm gonna let this simmer for a little while so those mushrooms can cook, saute.
Thank you, Core. Thank you. Yeah, just in case. Thank you. Appreciate it. Beans are packed with fiber and protein. What's to hate? For me, it's more of a texture. It's more of the eating process isn't enjoyable.
All right. I think this is ready to go. Let's move on to our chicken. Okay, fill this pan up with
Are you positive that the nester's gone? Wait, timeout? Oh, well, when you remove messages, you have to do a timeout. Yeah, that's how you remove messages, but it was for 1 second. Timeout just removes you from being able to chat for a certain period of time. It's just a timeout. It's like a slap on the wrist. Oh, that's fair. Textures fuck with you too? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's, if it wasn't for the texture, I don't think I would have nearly as hard of a time with beans. Oh, that makes sensible things anyway? Yeah. Yeah. That's also a fancy-ass kitchen. I mean, to be fair, he can literally choose whatever house he wants to cook this at, because there's like who's gonna tell him no? Well, maybe a Nestor might, but you know, like, aside from Nestors, who's gonna tell him he can't cook here?
The skillet, I'm gonna go to like a medium-high heat. Now I'm gonna let that oil get nice and hot. While the oil's heating, I'm gonna sneak some more of this soup. I picked some of these flowers out in the forest. They're wild sunflowers.
Is he listening for Nestors?
It's worth a try. All right, now you know the oil's ready when the chicken sizzles immediately upon being submerged.
Isn't there another way to test it?
There we go.
You refuse to fuck with oil. Deep fried is a no for you. Honestly, I really wanna get a deep fryer. I just want like a tiny like little deep fryer that I can use to like, you know, make like, you know, make wings or some stuff like that. I think that would be really nice. I would like that. Be good shit. Or fries. If I wanted to make homemade fries, it'd be easy to do that. Ooh, also, like, shrimp, like, you know, they make, like, the little, like, popcorn shrimp. Oh, good shit. So, yeah, I kind of want to do deep frying. Kind of want to fuck with it, but, I am definitely going to be very careful when I do, because I know how I work, and I know that the more I know before I start the process, the better the process is going to be. To be fair, getting a combo fryer is really good. Doubles as an error. And deep fryer. Yeah, you know what? That's smart. I might keep that in mind, Chaos. I was thinking of just getting, like, an actual, like, you know, just a single thing deep fryer, but, you know, yeah. You had oil explode in your face and weren't even deep frying, but some water... Well, okay. So, Core, that's the thing when it comes to doing any type of frying. Hot oil and water, big no. Big no. So that's like the one rule, well, that's like the biggest rule with deep frying. You keep water away from hot oil. Whatever you do. For example, you go to rinse off, like, you know, something like, you know, silverware or something that you're gonna use to, like, pick something up in the deep fryer or something. Don't even rinse it first. Like, make sure it's, like, completely dry before it touches that oil. Yeah, well, no, I know the water wasn't on purpose, but that's what I'm saying when it comes to deep frying. It's, like, the biggest thing you should avoid. Aside from that, deep frying is very rarely gonna be that dangerous. It's just... you just gotta be careful, you know what I mean? You just can't be, like, you know, absent-minded when it comes to, like, deep frying. But as long as you're not absent-minded, you know, hey, gotta keep water away from the hot oil, like, you know, obviously tie up anything that's loose, don't have any loose jewelry, don't have, like, your hair down, like, put your hair up if you have hair, you know, like, careful with your beard if you have a beard, you know what I mean? It's just more of, like, a lot of, you just... can't be absent-minded with it, you know? You still refuse to fuck with it, you're fine with an air fryer? That's fair. That's fair. Very, very valid, that's fair. To be fair, if oil is exploding is your biggest fear, deep frying pans are really good. Oh, yeah, that's right, the pan fryers. You could do that, but just in general, if you don't want to fuck with, like, deep frying, then yeah, I say, like, you don't need to fuck with deep frying. Don't worry, Core. If we ever have anything deep fried, I'll fuck with the frying. I'm already hearing Core in the background. Wait, no.
Now you usually know it's ready when both sides are golden brown. That also means it's crispy, which I like.
Like no frying at all.
Now I prepare chicken parm the same way. but it's different.
The chicken
flavor,
parm he made did look really good.
The sesame oil, and the fact that we're using breadcrumbs rather than panko. It's a very important distinction between the two.
He seems to know a lot about, like, cooking.
Look at that.
I wonder if he's just read some cookbooks since he has, like, free time, or if he, like, you know, was just,
that looks incredible.
like cooking beforehand or something. I don't know. But it seems like he definitely seems to like showing off cooking a lot. And in a world where he could very easily just grab any like, you know, like processed thing on the shelf, like any bag of chips or anything that's like quick and simple to eat, or like nuts or anything like that, instead of doing that, he's actually like really like putting a lot of emphasis on cooking. So that's why I'm like, I feel like he did have some, maybe not a passion for cooking, but maybe he liked cooking and he knew how to do it, or he's just good at it or something. I don't know. But either way, I think he has a strong tie to cooking. It's just an assumption, though. Opposite for you, explosions equal neuron activation. Chaos, I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing, to be honest. It's like, ooh, explosions! I mean, I don't blame you, though. Explosions are nice. Probably the latter, yeah. Yeah,
Let's taste this.
That's fair. That's why you love Helldivers. Helldivers does seem to have a lot of explosions. Every clip I see.
Spot on.
That does look so good.
Spring mix.
Oh!
Bit of our ginger honey dressing.
You know what? Another thing is, spinach gets a bad rep. I'm sorry, I keep going on tangents about food. But spinach gets a bad rep. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I feel like if more people were open to, like, spinach, they would realize that spinach is actually, like, 10 times better than lettuce, like, most of the time. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really like spinach.
Not too much.
I really
don't want
like
the
spinach.
lettuce to wilt.
Oh, he doesn't have any, spinach. He only has lettuce.
Toasted sesames.
I thought he had a little bit of spinach in there.
And there we are, our crispy chicken salad.
Explosion game are very different. True. Back to lurking though. I have good lurk core. Damn, making it nice and fancy. Oh, he's losing it. I thought he was just trying to make it fancy, but no, he's pretending to weight himself.
Here you are, sir.
Oh my god. I mean, he has been alone for a while, so understandable, but...
Thank you, sir. All right, let's dig in.
Oh, the audio got all wonky, too. That does look so good.
Oh, good God.
I want to skip this part, kinda, because it just looks way too good. Did his voice change? Kinda, it's the audio.
The ginger,
the audio got all
garlic,
wonky when he switched
shallots,
to this room.
The mushrooms.
I'm assuming there's like a nester or something.
Let's try some of this.
I bet that's a good combo to have, though. Like, that soup mixed with, like,
mushroom.
the, you know, the fresh lettuce and the crispy chicken.
This is a blueberry soda. It's simple. It's just made from blueberry concentrate and some seltzer.
Yeah. It's pretty smart. Does sound pretty good.
We decided to make an effort today.
You did a little bit more
on
than
the
an
flowers.
effort, but yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I learned to make this a while back. I was in deep sadness at the time. I could barely get up. Someone suggested I start learning to cook, just to get me into action.
Oh, it glitched out again.
This is one of the first dishes that I ever learned to make.
That door has always been open, right?
I was in such a slump.
This one? I think that's always been open. Or cracked. I think it's cracked. I don't know. I'm like really eyeing that door though.
I didn't even know what I liked eating besides junk food. When I finally stopped to ask myself, what do I like to eat? My mind went blank. I literally had to remind myself what I like to eat. I knew I liked crispy chicken. I knew I liked flavorful, calming soups, so I made this.
Honestly smart. It looks like you have some mushrooms you didn't eat there, though. Or are you not done with that yet? I mean,
but I
will take the
mushrooms
recipes. If you don't want them. Yeah,
I had
if you
to
don't want them,
learn
we'll take them.
what I even liked to do.
Be kind of good. Be kind of tasty.
I spent so much time worrying and maintaining that I forgot what I like to do. So, I actually made a list. It was pretty telling how hard it was to make a list of things I like to do for fun, but actually, I still keep the list with me.
Maybe stop pausing and let the man eat. Okay, listen. I don't want to interrupt him too much.
Comedy clubs. I love a well-made photography book.
Oh, there's another glitch there.
I like going to cafes, get a croissant, a coffee. I like going to the ocean. I love going to the movies.
That was kind of all things he was already doing, yeah.
What I like, you know. Especially when the world around me is constantly trying to get me to forget. So.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, scoop a bowl. No, there's still some more mushrooms.
I've been thinking lately.
You can eat those?
I need a better way to get around. Traveling on foot is just becoming too dangerous. Most of the time I cut through forests whenever I can. There are nesters in the woods, sure, but nowhere near as many as there are on the roads.
Oh.
The streets have become bottlenecks. Just too exposed. Still, sooner or later I have to use them, so I've been thinking. I considered a go-kart. Then I thought about one of those electric kids go-karts, but I think I'm too heavy.
What is that?
A bicycle. It's quiet, it's compact, it's fast.
Now that's smart.
And if something goes wrong...
Yeah, a bicycle is smart.
I can ditch it and just disappear into the woods. The only problem is...
alright, you're uninitiated. What is a nester? So, remember in the beginning of the video where I was... Oh, wait, were you here in the beginning of the video? So basically, there are these, like, anomalous beings that exist in this liminal space of an apocalypse. And they have, like, a few behaviors. One of them is they fuck with tech that they're nearby, right? They do a lot of fucking with tech. The next time I see one, I'll point it out to you. Which, he normally points them out, but if he doesn't, I'll point it out to you so you can see what they look like. They tend to just kind of, like... exist around. I think the reason why he calls them nesters is because they tend to make like little nest of things where they like primarily stay, and that's normally how you can tell if a nester is like in a house, is because there'll be like a nest of things, and that's normally what he says he looks for. So they're like gremlins. Yeah, kind of like gremlins. Yeah, they actually, yeah, pretty close. Some of them are more docile than others, and some are obviously more aggressive than others. Some are smarter than others, some are dumber than others. So it's kind of like, if you took zombies and you replace the zombies' urge to, like, consume human flesh. Because I don't think they're trying to consume his flesh. They definitely are trying to kill him, but they're not trying to consume his flesh. So, yeah, kind of like that. They kind of idle a lot, too. And they'll, like, roam around, but they tend not to roam super far, it seems.
Is that I need some modifications. I can't just be riding around out there completely defenseless. So, I've been sketching out some ideas. I know I need 3 things.
I do recommend checking out the other videos later without chaos.
And a deterrent.
Because this is an ongoing series we've been kind of keeping up with.
I'm working on here. Okay, so...
Definitely like Gremlins.
This is the bike.
They can get wet as far as I'm aware, though.
Camouflage. Mirrors seem to confuse them. I tried that trap over the winter. Still not entirely sure why. Whatever the reason, it worked. Now for a weapon. Guns.
Wait, hold up. What did he say about the mirror?
Now for a... Still not entirely sure why. Whatever the reason, it worked. Camouflage. Mirrors seem to confuse them. I tried that trap over the winter.
Yeah, the confusion.
Still not entirely sure why. Whatever the reason,
I thought he was using them as a weapon.
Now for a weapon. Guns.
Okay, yeah, now a weapon.
Those incapacitate them. And finally, a deterrent. Sound is my best bet here. Okay. So, maybe I cover part of the bike with mirrors. The frame, the sides. Anything that reflects
you can also
the world
put
back at them.
Speakers.
Now for my weapon. I could
like a Bluetooth
carry
speaker
a
around.
firearm. Or maybe mount one to the front of the bike somehow. Add a laser pointer for accuracy.
He's gonna put a makeshift turret on this fucking bicycle. Guys, what the fuck are we doing now? I mean, like, I guess so. You're riding a bike, your hands might not be free. Yeah, okay, makes sense. But like, but how's this gonna work? You're gonna have to free up your hands anyway to shoot it, unless it's like quite literally like an automatic turret, which that seems a little dangerous to MacGyver yourself, you know? Yeah, you'll give him a look. Yeah. Usual gremlins can get wet, just not Gizmo. For some reason I thought it was all the gremlins. He's being innovative, let the man work it out. Okay, you know what? Fine, we'll let him cook. Okay, we'll let him cook.
If I can find a noise suppressor for the barrel, even better. For the deterrent, everything I've observed suggests that sound affects them. So, maybe I build some kind of release system on the back of the bike. Storage bucket filled with remote sound bombs. Hit a trigger on the handlebars, drop one behind me, keep moving. If I'm
get some Bluetooth speakers.
That might buy me enough time to escape. I could call it.
Oh, but he needs something for the Bluetooth.
Anyway, I'm gonna start working on that over the next couple of months.
That's gonna be interesting. I want to see this bike constructed. I don't know if we're gonna see it by the end of this video. I don't want to like spoil us too much, but I want to see this bike. I really do. I'm very curious to see what he's gonna come up with based off of that like little diagram he gave us. I'm very curious. I mean, in the movies, yeah, but the actual mythology of gremlins are just little bastards that mess with tech. Oh, okay. Would a Bluetooth even work in a post-apocalypse? Well, it seems like, you know, like sirens and like a lot of other speakers work. Well, I guess it would depend on if Wi-Fi is working, because Bluetooth uses a very similar technology that Wi-Fi uses. You know what I mean? So it would depend on if Wi-Fi is working. But the thing is there's not really, I don't think he's really had a reason to test if Wi-Fi is working, because, I mean, actually no, that would have been perfect to see if he was low, and he probably did. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Bluetooth is like a satellite, but if a lot of other things that use satellite, like TVs and stuff, well, the channel is just kind of, Okay, you know what? We might have to put a pin in that, because I'm not positive if Bluetooth would work in this instance. Because the thing is, Captain, is this is not an ordinary post-apocalypse that he's in, that he finds himself in. This is like kind of like a liminal space type of apocalypse. So similar to the Backrooms, where like for example, things that would require maintenance, like for example, like the power stations and stuff like that, right? They don't need maintenance to work. They just continuously work. even though technically, yeah, you need to do regular maintenance to keep them working. The same with the food. Like, the food gets restocked at the grocery stores. Yeah, so he's kind of like in between worlds. So, no, like, there's a lot of regular world rules that just don't really quite apply. So that's why it's kind of hard to be like, well, I don't know if Bluetooth would work. Bluetooth might work, but it also might not work. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if someone in the comments might tell me later on. But yeah, I don't know if Bluetooth works. That's actually it's a good thing to have in the back of our minds for this. But yeah, he's kind of in between worlds.
So I'm here in my communications room. It's probably the safest room in the house. It's underground, soundproof. It doesn't have any windows, so I can keep the lights on at night, make as much noise as I want. There's also a solid door with a deadbolt lock from the inside, so
it looks like you built this place out of plywood.
If I ever feel uneasy about anything, this is where I sleep. Tonight, I'm listening for Nestor signals on the radio. Whenever I hear something unusual, I record it, and I log it. Patterns, frequencies, sounds, anything I can use to identify them. Most of it probably won't matter, but...
Captain, the Nestors, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but they do, like, they fuck with sound, mostly. They have, specific sounds, which is why he always has, like, a radio nearby, because it's kind of like his alert system.
Every once in a while, you hear something new. I'm gonna see what's out there tonight, see if I can quiz myself on what Nestor it is. I have a few that frequent this area. Okay, so let's take a listen.
Oh, they use frequencies and shit? Yeah. Probably them talking. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Yeah, maybe it is them, like, trying to talk. Because he's always mentioned...
This one's coming from way...
He's always mentioned, oh, like, they're luring him. Like, they try to lure him out. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I never really thought about talking until now. There's a very good chance that, yeah, they're, like, communicating with each other. Yeah, like how whales use song. Yeah, you know what? That is a very good possibility.
I'm gonna use the radio car and... Oh, I forgot to even mention I built this. So, my main antenna on the roof can listen in every direction it wants, which is great for general coverage. The problem is that when the signal is weak or far away, it can be hard to tell exactly where it's coming from. That's why I built a directional antenna. Think of it like the difference between a lantern and a flashlight. A lantern lights up everything
the different
around
ones that
you,
exist currently?
but flashlight focuses all its light in one direction. My directional antenna works the same way. Lets me focus on a specific area, pick up weaker signals, and get a much better idea of where they're coming from. I mounted the directional antenna on a remote control car and added a small camera, allowing me to remotely drive.
Yeah, he could probably map out, like, where, not just where they're at, but where, like, the areas that they frequent as well. You know what I mean? So he kind of, like, has an idea of, like, what areas to avoid, and he might even be able to piece together, like, he kind of already knows what attracts them, but, like, yeah, he can, like, kind of piece together, like, all of the different things that do attract them, because every Nestor seems to, like, be a little different in some, like, way. Yeah, maybe try to lure him out, but also talking with others. Yeah. Which they definitely have used the radio to lure him before. And, they've also used sirens, and he fucking fell for that one, hook, line, and sinker. My god. You'll probably see about that when you go through them.
And position the system from my communications room. This gives me the flexibility to move the antenna where it's needed and accurately pinpoint the source of the signal. I'm gonna start it up. And we're off.
Oh my god. Dude, they should totally make a game based off of this. I would play it. I think that'd be fun. Like a survival horror where you're trying to survive with, like, nesters.
We're picking up something. So we're
and, like, you have, like, a little
right
setup like this to help you. That would be so sick.
Okay, there's the patio.
I would play it.
Oh, there's the porch.
Yeah, that would be so fun. Definitely would have to be a survival horror,
this is probably
though.
coming from somewhere up in the mountains. These nesters usually live pretty far north. I spotted a few over the winter. They have a very distinctive appearance. This is what they sound like, but the strange thing is when you're standing right in front of one, it's completely silent. It looks like it's screaming, but you never hear a thing.
Bro, look at that guy! Yeah, so that's a nester. One. Yeah, so all of the footage he was just showing now, those were all nesters.
This is what they sound like, but the strange thing is when you're standing right in front of one, it's completely silent. It looks like it's screaming, but you never hear a thing.
Right in front of them, right? Just, he, like, gets, like, jump scared as he's, like, driving it along, because it just pops up. It's like he is listening to whale songs.
See what else we can find. Ah, yes. This one.
Was that rifle always there?
I know exactly where this is coming from.
I think it
Betty's
was.
hardware shop in town. I can tell because the nester call is blending together with an old radio advertisement they play on a loop. Just hasn't shut off yet. This particular nester wears a gown and has chased me more than once. I really don't like it.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say on that. But anyway, let's give it a listen. Get to know it. Let me not forget to log the last two I heard.
Are we logging the fact that it sounds like it's like a weird groan mixed with a scream? Like, what was that noise? Oh, look at the TV. Captain, bro! I don't think he noticed yet.
This must be coming from the city.
He hasn't noticed yet. Bro, the dude was waving at you.
Oh, shit.
Okay, now he's noticed. Yeah, there he goes.
That's a mid-stage nester. And it's right out.
Okay, I need that as a meme, please. I need, like, this would be a great meme format. You have, like, looking at the TV, and then it's like...
That's a mid-stage.
Right there. That's the second panel right there. I'm telling you, great meme template right there.
Nester.
Calling it now.
And it's right outside
and then,
my
like,
house.
looking back. You can do that one,
Must
too.
have gotten turned around and wandered out here. If you ever hear one speaking actual words, I mean, that's bad. Real bad. Doesn't matter what it's saying.
Look at him wave,
you
he's
hear
like,
a voice
hi!
and you think, it's someone lost, it's someone looking for help. It isn't. I've seen them walk straight into homes, break windows. One even walked right past my trap once. This one's somewhere outside my house.
Does someone move behind it? Yeah, it does look like something's moving, but I think it's his arm. Yeah, I think it's his arm.
Just break windows.
Yeah, because look, it's moving with him.
One even walked right past my trap.
Yeah, it's just
once.
his reflection. I think it's fine.
This one's somewhere outside my
Oh, wait,
house.
hold up. Are there ads? Should we pause? Jay! Jay, welcome on in. I hope you, made it in just after ads so you didn't get hit with ads. Also, I'm gonna change up my model a little bit. I kind of feel a little short hair today. Yeah, I hope you didn't get hit with the ads, because there are a little bit of ads going right now. I'm tempted to play anyway, because I think right now we should be fine. I don't think there's a whole lot of lurkers right now watching. I'm tempted. I'm so tempted. We're almost done with the video, too. We're very, very close to being done with it. I still think this would make a great meme template, guys. I swear. I'm telling you now. Like, literally, this frame... Oh my god. Why is that so perfect? I paused so great. You're a lurker, but you have a sub, so you don't count. Yeah. These are great meme templates right here. Oh my god. He looks like he's smiling. He literally looks like he's smiling. Would have been cool if it was like more aggressive Nestor scurrying around and the ones that distract. Yeah, they seem a lot of the times they appear, they seem almost like either they're idling or they're like, yeah, no, they're idling because they're like doing little, like, they're repeating the same action over again. Like this one is literally just like waving. It's like, hi, and it like kind of like does a little twitch for a while, and it like waves again, and then it does a little twitch. So yeah, they all seem to have like these idle animations most of the time. But there was that one that attacked him, because he did have one attack him, and he had to fight back. And the only thing he was able to fight back with at the time is he put down the gun he had. The only gun he had, he put it down, assuming that it was safe. And then the moment he put it down and he turned his back, a Nestor walked in. And he had to use like a NES to like beat the shit out of it. And then we had a whole funeral segment. It was very unfortunate. Yes, it was very unfortunate. Alright, let's go ahead and resume, because ads are over. Or it says ads are over.
My trap once. This one's somewhere outside my house. I just pray it wanders off.
Maybe. It's like slapping its knee, too. Why would you take a... You could... Oh, that's what you meant by closer look. Okay. It looks like he's smiling. Oh, he's running off. Why is he running off?
I'm turning off all communications for the night. I'm sleeping down here. Shutting things down for the night.
Oh, he has all of his, like, pictures.
Like I said, when I feel a little uneasy, I sleep down here. So, I think this situation calls for it. I'm going to be spending the night down here, which makes me feel safe. Today was a good day, though. You know, after the
today was a good day, guys.
South, I just needed a relaxing day, get some food, chill out in the communications room, maybe do a little planning for the coming months.
Eat a moon pie.
But tonight I'm going to get a good night's rest, wake up tomorrow, hopefully that Nestor will be gone, have wandered off. Anyway, that's it. I'm signing off for the night.
A little bit of wishful thinking, but it is a good idea that he is sleeping down there, because I don't think that he would have been safe sleeping up there. Is that how it ends? Please.
Archivist here. Thank you for watching this vlog. That's how it ended? We're continuing to restore and edit additional footage as more materials are uncovered. Being a private investigation, I want to extend a special thanks to our patrons who help sustain this archive. Welcome to all the new members. If you'd like to support this work, see unreleased footage, and help me determine what footage is released next in our sub.
They left us off on a cliffhanger, guys. What? Okay. Okay.